Hello and welcome back to Dillon's Rolling Western. My goodness, it has been a couple of years since I picked up this game. But I wanted to revisit it because there are two things that still need to be done in order to finally complete this game. One is to get to 5 stars in each stage. Now, doing this unlocks Sal's Hut, which shows you all of the Groks in the game. And their 3D models. You can spin them around and such and look at their magnificent glory. However, that does seem to be a lot of work for such very little payback. I don't think I will be doing that. But I thought I'd mention it anyway, so that you would know that it is something that you can do in the game for yourself if you so choose to do that. I, however, will not be. The other main thing left to do in this game is to collect 100,000 coins to do a stage called the Old Mission. And that's what I've been working towards now. I think last I looked I was only a couple thousand away. So we'll be seeing that video come up soon. I thought I'd first make a video about how to collect the money. I had done a little bit of research to see if there's any way that you could quickly get coins to make this grind easier. I have, however, found nothing. Except for an interesting article, or topic, as they are called in GameFAQs.com, titled General Tips for Beginners in Dillon's Rolling Western. And I thought it would be good to read it in this video to see if all these tips will help anyone starting their own playthrough. Now, I will provide a link in the description to this video so that you can reference these tips for yourself whenever you need to. Now, this was a post by someone with the username of Parko on a site called Mini Fortress. Sadly, Mini Fortress is no longer on the internet. But on GameFAQs.com, username Bahamut_10th had reposted it. So the information from Parko's post is for us to reference. Now, since I have played the game and have basically learned all of this the hard way, let's go over this article or topic and see if it can show me anything new and perhaps give anyone out there who hasn't played Dillon's Rolling Western some tips. Now, let's get on with it, shall we? Day 1 is the most important. Day 1 will be the most important weapon in your fight against the Groks. It is the longest day of the 3 you will spend in each town, and you must take advantage of that. Make sure to explore each area thoroughly during this day. Some of the things you want to do include the following. Map out the best route to and from the town itself. This becomes more important as you progress, because there will be many obstacles added that prevent you from getting back easily, or paths that will slow you down considerably. Check out every gun tower. Specifically, check out each gun and the direction they are pointing. Sometimes the direction is downright nonsense. Save time and money by checking every tower before committing to a purchase. Search for, and remember, the locations of Scruffles, mines, secret doors, and Grok spawn points. You should have enough time to collect materials of Scruffles on day 1 as well. Watch Grok spawn points and patterns in day 1, as they tend to stick closely to that in subsequent days. Donate Scruffles, don't sell them. Donating Scruffles will increase the town's livestock of Scrogs. Having more Scrogs will mean that you can let more Groks slip through your defenses. The reward is much larger when you donate Scruffles, as they have next to nothing in value when being sold in town. So the reward for having more Scrogs in the town is a lot more than selling the Scruffles during things. So that's why you would do that. Alright, build gates, then sell any remaining materials. Building gates for the town with your materials is a good idea. But whenever materials are left over, just sell them for some extra cash. It could mean the difference between a new gun or no gun at all. Always head back to town before nightfall. This one's self-explanatory. You're going to want money for the next day, and to build defensive gates, and also help increase the Scrog's number. But this isn't possible during the night portion of the game. Focus on gun towers, not the watchtowers. Always focus your efforts on the gun towers. Watchtowers are important to increase viewing area, but from my experience, you can afford to lose one or two. Also, make sure to repair your gun towers when you get a chance. These repairs are cheap and will help make them last a bit longer. Build gun towers in a strategic position. There are two places that I prefer to build gun towers. I found that building gun towers and guns closer to the town was more beneficial. In general, you will patrol these areas more often, so a quick dash back to town is easily possible. First spot can be either directly pointed at the town's doors, Gatling guns are good here, or build a gun pointing at the path leading to the town. Cannons make a great long-distance defense here. The second spot you should be near Grok dens, spawn points. Some rules apply with the town. Same rule, words. Same rules apply with the towns. Gatling guns when they point directly at the den, and cannons along the path coming from the den. Dens are generally a good area for guns, mainly because Groks will predictably spawn at certain dens more often than others. In fact, Groks tend to stick to a pattern. Building the actual tower can sometimes be risky. Stick to pre-built towers as much as you can. Building a tower only to find out the direction its guns points is disappointing is a waste of cash. Don't upgrade towers unless you can really afford it. Upgrading towers can be a good idea, but only if you can really afford to do so. Wooden towers are usually fine, but it can be good to upgrade to iron towers, especially in later levels. However, if you are swift, you can protect your towers by unleashing awesome patrol skills. Level 2 and higher guns are a good idea though, but again, same principle applies. It's better to have 2 level 1 guns than 1 stronger gun. Always take on quests. It's always a good idea to take quests, because if you complete them during your second day, you will at least have some cash for the third day. They're also quite easy to complete, so it's always a plus. If you do happen to fail on the third day, big whoop, you take a penalty, but it won't affect you that much, mostly because your mission in that town is already complete. Buying upgrades for Dillon's has pros and cons. I think I've noticed this in my own playthrough, because I've upgraded one, I can't remember which item it is, but I don't get very much material anymore when I use the grind attack in mines with this certain upgrade, which is kind of silly. Depending on your playstyle, it might be a good idea to get all Dillon's upgrades if you want to focus on taking down Gronks and building less towers and gates. Get all of his upgrades. You can increase your combo and your attack power. You will have to stay alert and make sure you tackle as many Groks as possible instead of leaving the dirty work for your towers. Upgrading Dillon can have its disadvantages. If you become stronger, you'll destroy rocks and Groks faster. But this will also produce less materials. Yeah, I totally noticed this as I mentioned before. It really comes down to preference here. I prefer to keep Dillon upgraded, that way I can take out Groks faster and hurry to the next battle. I understand that, but I do miss getting those materials for gates. I think gates are very important too. Alright, next thing. Buy bombs. If possible, buy 1 or 2 bombs when you can. This can help eliminate some of the stronger Groks, ensuring that you can take them out easily and move along quickly. Leave battles when necessary. Sometimes you may be in a battle when one of your gun towers or the town itself is in jeopardy. Leave that battle, run towards the outer border. That's how you leave a battle. As fast as you can. Luckily, leaving battles is quick and painless, and doing so will allow you to take out the other Groks in question. Take out the strong Groks quickly. Strong Groks will come out a lot during your time in the battlefield. It is a good idea to take these guys out as fast as possible, because they eat more Scrogs. Letting a few weak Groks slip past your defenses is fine, but the stronger Groks can quickly bring that game over screen. If at first you don't succeed, this tip is definitely the most controversial on the list. Some may consider it a cheap tactic, but remember this, the mechanic was included to help the player. If you fail your mission once, sometimes you need to fail more than once. Russ will ask you if you'd like to increase the total amount of cash you bring to that level. I'd say, if you're having trouble, exploit this every time. Not only will it help build more guns, but you may have some cash left over to upgrade them. Now, there's some comments added to this article or topic that are pretty good, but they mostly reiterate the tips in the main part of the article, so you may read them if you like. Overall, these are very good tips, and maybe they will help me get to that last level in the game. So yeah, I probably will make enough money in the game in no time with all these tips, and I will see you in the next video, where we will go into... what's it called? We'll go and do the old mission. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have found this helpful. And of course, links in the description for both this article and the 5-star guide. I find that's the best way to find where all the quests, if there's any items for the quests. That's where they have some good tips in there for that too. And they also have a good idea as to where they have a good guide as to what guns to use and where. You know, after you have lots of money. Okay, anywho, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have found this helpful, and humbled that you have came in to watch this video, because I'm sure there are other people who are making similar ones. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.